discuss about how to refinancing student loan in 2022. Student loan refinancing in 2022, how to do it and what you should know first. As a important thing to consider before refinancing your student loan in 2022, the first thing you know about refinancing your student loan in 2022 is that timing is perfect in terms of interest rates. Variable rates have nowhere to go out but up, say Mark Controvitz, a student loan expert who has written 5 books about scholarships and financial aid. Borrowers may want to refinance because the interest rate are at or near historical lows. You can potentially get a lower rate, especially if your rates are much higher from a few years ago. Second, borrowers you will enjoy to brief holiday from making loan payments due to pandemic should prepare to start paying once again. That's because the Biden administration has confirmed that the pause will be at the end of January. The third ball in the air of the prospect of some sort of student loan forgiveness action coming down from the high. The idea has been better around the idea uh, the idea has been better around by the Biden administration for some time, and it's hard to say if any concentrate legislation or executive action are seriously on the table. From Congress perspective, any program that address loan forgiveness is likely to be limited in eligibility, and private student loan probably would not be included in any potential measure. However, he adds, if it does happen, it will happen sooner rather than later. Federal borrowers could be upcoming benefit and protection by refinancing their federal loan into private loans, and potentially can prospect for loan forgiveness. In short, federal loan have better benefit, but private loans and tend to offer lower rates, so that present borrowers with a choice. Of course, if borrowers search your option and shop around, the first thing to do if you are planning on refinancing to at least exploring your options is the shop around for a new lender. While a new lower interest rate may be top of mind for many people, it's also smart to look at the fine print too. We recommend it not just to interest rate but compare all the terms and conditions during any potential refinancing, including fees, say Barry Coleman, vice president of counseling and education program at the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. There are be pre-repayment penalties too when you refinance. There are plenty of website and service that will compare rates and loan terms. Column City, Sophie, Credible and Common Bound as some of the more popular ones, and say that shopping around is the wise being to do as first step. Crunch the number and make a decision. It's important to note that the financing offer and corresponding effective interest rates will be based in large part of on your credit. Any loan offer to refinance will be based upon the borrower's credit profile, says Coleman. Borrowers with the best credit score will get the best refinance offers. With that in mind, it may be worth taking some steps to boost your credit score if necessary. Once you have a few attractive offers for refinancing, consider the interest rate and applicable fees and decide which one works best for you. And if you are also wondering how refinancing your student loan may affect your taxes, there is not going to be much effect. A student loan is a personal loan and does not qualify to be deducted, says David Beck, a New York-based CPA, and there is no tax benefit of refinancing a student loan. Submit the application and sign the dotted line. Once you decided to through which with the refinance, it's all matter to filling out the application and submitting it. When doing so, remember that you will probably need a SWAP, documented information, a government issued ID, your social security number, and bank statement from your current student loan receiver. Also, if you need a co-signer, you may need that person's personal information to finally double back to make sure you are comfortable with all of the loan terms, interest rates, and repayment time frame, and any applicable fees. If it never hurts to give everything a second look. Wait for the process to complete and start making payment to your new lender. The most important thing to do, Coleman says, following the submission of your application is to sign the loan document from your new lender, assuming you are approved, of course, and secondly, you need to keep making payment to your old lender while everything is processed. Accessing, assuming that everything is going to happen immediately. Assuming everything going to happen immediately can cause you miss payment, potentially hurting your credit and resulting in late fees. You are eventually gets the green light for your new lender, and then you can switch up your payments. In practice, the process of refinancing your student loan is not overly cumbersome. The critical respect that you do so initial homework and take into consideration that refinancing may have repercussions depending on the specific of your loan. However, if getting a lower rate and lowering your monthly payment is all that the matter to you, no is probably the time to pull the trigger, has can throw. Basically, student loan refinancing, you need some borrowers to decide it. If you it has been never a better time to think you're refinancing your student loan with interest rate at record lows. Refinancing can be smart move, and many student borrowers, assuming they have taken everything into consideration. There are currently more than 43 million people with student loan debt in US, and borrowers carry an average balance of the more than $39,351.